I don't think any on us go out as much as what we really want to. You know, what we work, football, relationships. Like tomorrow, I'm off to Accrington. Sunday to Monday, Grimsby. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a BGC and sort a few of my things out, like this tarp I've got here. It's little pinprick holes, just sorted it out. Another thing, the missus is getting on to me. I've got loads of roadkill in the freezer, moaning like, what am I going to do with these dead animals? Here's the latest one that I got only yesterday. Nice duck. It has had a head splat. The rest of it should be sound. Don't look too bad. I'm going to try this pound shop. I'll see how bright that is at night. Got to be where I'm going to try my first design fire to cook my duck. A Finn Wild camper came over Wednesday. Bought me this. Love this. I haven't tried it yet. I'm going to try it now. I even love the lyric on it. Rises one. Looks very well made. Well, I mean, we call these penny burners. I don't know what anybody else calls them, but it does look pretty good. Even bought it with a fancy arter thing to put your pan on. I'm going to give that a try in a bit. Make a brew. Anyway, my tarp. Use this one quite a bit. It is a bit dirty as it is, so I'll be patching holes up. There's little niggly little things when you're out in rain, so I'll just patch them up. I hope it's going to rain actually, because it does want a bit of a clean down. Good stuff. A bit heavier than your shop bought tarps, but a tarp nonetheless. I've had some good nights out with these. I mean, sometimes I'll just stash these out in woods and come back to them. So I'll leave it at that. I might even pluck the duck instead of skinning it. The missus, she don't let me get a fire on at the moment because all washings are funny folk. I listen to me pond tonight. Hopefully a few frogs will be doing the frog chorus. So I'll leave it at that till it gets a bit darker. Well, in all honesty, I did end up skinning duck. Mrs. moaning that it is a bit windy actually, and feathers are going all over the garden, so I've got to clean that up. And she's also done a dinner, shepherd's pie, so I'm not even going to cook this whole duck. I'm just going to take these little legs off and fry them tonight in a bit of oil. And if Finn comes down, we'll have a two counties cook off. I mean, as at the moment now, I've got a couple of ducks, pheasant, rabbit and an hare. So he'll come down with his lads and we'll get some meat on fire. A bit bruised there, but apart from that, free food. Frederick, leave the feathers alone. Well, my bonnet from Finn Wild camper, Paul, is working dead well. That has boiled. Well, that has boiled dead quick, so I'm going to have a cup of my favourite hot chocolate. I mean, that is dead good. Don't get me wrong, I hope he's not offended by this. I haven't used maths. I learnt this off Mr. Skidmore. Nail polish remover. It is burning really hot. My son guarantees me that it will. If I'm using that, I'll have to use it all the time. I have used these in the past. My son makes these. This is an old one that I found in the shed. They do work pretty well. But what I mean, they do take a bit of time to boil. I mean, but that sound that is. So thanks Paul. Nice one. I'll be coming with me on 1 or 2 Sherwood Forest camps. I'll get me. BGC, back garden camp. Again, another handy little thing that I've put in my little survival tin is one of these, again from cheapest chip shop. Pound. Good little thing. It's not only coming for saving your knife, but you get about 6 or 7 blades with them there. Pretty good. Always comes in handy. This is what I always used to take with me on my camps. Had it years until lad bought me one of these. They are pretty good. I mean, I'm walking around countryside now with one of these. Ain't really a sensible thing to do. I'm going to get my duck on in a bit, even though I've just had a great load of shepherd's pie. I don't think I'll stop out here all night, to tell you the truth. I'm off to Accrington every morning, the last match at season. Again, I've had to put fire on one of my pans, because I mean, if I don't and ash starts going down onto the grass, then Mrs will start shouting from the kitchen, and I don't really want that. BGC, back garden camp. It's all good. Well, that'll do me for duck. Smells alright anyway. Right, I'm going to get my lad, see what he thinks to be cooking. Well, in all honesty, that's not too bad. A bit chewy, but I think that's my cooking. Well, something you can get by on that, that's fine. I'm going to actually have to try somebody who's gone out. I'm not going to save him any. Well, I've got a few seconds left on this memory card. So here's the light. Not bad for a quid. That's another roadkill, this. Nice bit of meat on you. Belated video, owing to the fact that my laptop is packed up. I've had to go out and buy a new one. This has been up over a week now. We've had some heavy rain. It's been windy. Swear by these bits of polythene things. The only thing that does happen to them now and again is that you get little holes coming on. Like I say, you put some gaffer tape over that, they do seem to work. Like I say, this has been up a week. I'm going to, or last week when I started this anyway, my pan with the fire cooking the duck didn't really work. I got a bit of earache for that actually. But this is holding up pretty well. Always strengthen them. A bit of gaffer tape there, quite strong. What I'm going to do today is these. I haven't used these for a long time. I'm going to make a brew. Firelighter thing. It's brilliant for stealth camping. These really are a bit. They do go a bit erratic after a time. When flames go down, they are a bit smoky. So you do. I'll give you some away with them. Then I'm going to get a brew on with this penny burner, and this is the one that Finn Wildcamper made me a couple of weeks ago. Works very well. I'm going to get a brew on. A couple of things have happened in the week. The fish, I've got all the tadpoles, and the herons have come over and ate me fish. I took about 5 big fish. So obviously Indian Charlie won't work himself, changed his appearance and now he's wearing a wig, and hopefully he'll carry on watching garden. But apart from that, I'll get a brew on and see. I have had a few more roadkills that I'll put on this video. A couple of rabbits. I'm working out at Doncaster at the moment, and there was a freshly killed monkjack deer on the way there, but I was going to bring it home, but the missus is going really mad, and I knew she'd go mad if I brought a deer home and started skinning it and gutting it. There's quite a bit of entrails in a deer. Anyway, I'll get a brew on in a bit, get you back. Well, I've got my boil test going. That one's with me, my little Coke tin penny burner, and that one is with the firelighter stove. Like I say, smoky, very smoky that one is. I'm going to see how long it takes. They both contain 2 cups of water, this. Another thing I'd like to mention is that I heard last week is that somebody has burnt my TP down. I haven't been down there for 3 weeks. The last time I went down, I did really pinpoint exactly where it was, where the bridge works. What with the car, now the TP set on fire. I'm beginning to wonder whether this is a personal thing. I'll be down there next weekend. If it's a personal thing, I'll be down there from Friday night to Sunday clearing the mess up. I haven't seen it. I would imagine if it has gone up, burnt it ground, there will be a bit of mess. I don't know why these people do these things, but I'll go down and clear up. So if you've got a bit of a gripe, you're watching this channel, then let's have a word. Like, anyway, I'm gonna see which one boils first. Obviously, I think the one with the top on will boil first, but they're both good things to have if you like stealth camping out in places where you shouldn't be. Anyway, I'll leave that to come to a boil. Well, going back to the boil test, I'm going to be quite honest with you. The cooked in one did run out of fuel before it came to a boil, so I've moved it over to Thin Wild Campers one. It's nowhere looking like a boil yet. It has been a couple of minutes. Looking now, my firelighter stove, that's run out of fuel as well, so I'm going to add a few more. I only put two in there, and see how it goes. Well, going back to boil test, what it is, the first one to come to boil is pan, but I have used 3 lots of fuel. I've changed it back over to penny burner. The one that Thin Wild Camper that run out, I have put 2 more firelighters in there. That is eventually coming to boil, and I'm just going to brew and close this video. Well, he wants to eat where he can, because Mrs says I've got to cut grass. Right then, a bit belated, but like I say, I thought I'd put it on anyway. I haven't been out for a couple of weeks. Next week's going to be the big clear up. Well, I'll move this now, just in case. I'm going to pack everything up now. For burners, I have been using this. I went to a DIY shop yesterday for 500ml of meths, £3.50. That recommended by Mr Skidmore is £1, so I bought 2 of them. It does burn fast, and it does burn bottom of your pans more, but you know, in your wild camping, aren't you? I'm going to fold my tarp up. I'm taking it next week. Good stuff, good stuff. So you put as many eye loops in as you want. Go into any shape you want them. Bit of a nude ornament here, look. Right, I hope to catch some when you're out at that Edale meet. Couple of weeks.